Hi, I'm Dan Gable with Shore Murphy and Associates of Casey, and this is another episode of Big Agent in a Small Town. Starting a new plumbing business is a really exciting thing. Budgeting is obviously something really important to know what your costs will be starting. And I want to give you an idea of what your insurance costs would be with starting a plumbing business. So I'll go through each of the kind of standard major coverages and give kind of a price range of what you can expect on those. So the first obviously is general liability. That's probably the most important coverage. That's going to cover any claims of property damage or bodily injury that you're negligent for. If you're starting earning just by yourself with no employees, you'd be looking at around $900 to $1,200 a year for your general liability. If you had one employee at around 30,000 in payroll, you'd be looking at about 13 to 1,600 per year for your general liability there. Something you may or may not have, property coverage if you buy a storage or office building for your business, and you need coverage for your coverage for the building itself and possibly business personal property. That's going to be a wide range depending on the size of the building in that. But I would say you could figure anywhere from $800 a year to about $1,600 a year or for the property coverage, for or building coverage in that if you do own a building for the business. Next would be auto, and for that, just a figure, let's say a one cargo van and for your business with comprehensive and collision coverage with like $500 deductibles, $1 million liability. You'd be looking at about $1,200 to $1,500 a year for the commercial auto coverage. Next up would be inland marine. Inland marine, most likely you'd be having coverage for your tools, and then also what's called installation coverage. So that'd be coverage for any kind of fixtures or anything that you're installing as well too if they're damaged. You'd be looking at about $250 to $350 a year typically for your inland marine coverage, depending on the value of your tools and installation materials and that. Next up is workers' comp. That would be if you do have an employee, if they do get injured while on the job. That's why you need workers' comp. For $35,000 in payroll, which is what the workers' comp premium is based on, you'd be looking at about $2,100 to $2,500 a year, or here in Illinois where we are. Illinois is one of the more expensive states with workers' comp. So if you're in another state besides Illinois, it may be less than that. Finally, commercial umbrella coverage is additional liability that goes over your general liability, your commercial auto, and employer's liability on your workers' comp. $1 million umbrella policy, depending on the carrier and your payroll and things like that, it will be about $500 to $1,000 a year. So this gives you a general idea of what your insurance costs could be for your business. If you're looking at starting a plumbing business and would like to get some exact numbers, I'd love to help you with it. You can call or text me here at 217-932-2267. Or email me at Dan, D-A-N, at Shore Murphy Casey, SHOREMURPHYCASEY.com. Thank you.